Welcome gamers to my review of Mirthwood. Now this is an ambitious RPG live sim that channels the charm of Stardew Valley while adding its own twist of darker fantasy and exploration, and this title kicks off with a dramatic story premise. You're a refugee escaping war in your own homeland, arriving on an unfamiliar shore with nothing but hope of starting fresh. And this open beginning lets you choose the type of life you want. Do you want to be a humble farmer, a wandering adventurer, or a bit of both? Its lack of rigid storytelling might feel sparse for those that love lore-heavy games, but for me, this actually works well, as it gives you a space to craft your own narrative as you meet other characters and dive into quests. It's like stepping into a medieval choose-your-own-adventure book, where your choices shape both your story and the world around you. And on the gameplay side, Mirthwood has everything a live sim fan could want. You can farm, forage, trade, and even build relationships with the local. And the farming and crafting mechanics here are intuitive and enjoyable, as it has a variety of crops and items to manage, and it gives you that sense of progression the live sim fans crave. And its controls are kept simple, movement and interaction are streamlined for PC, and make it easy for you to pick up where you're exploring, battling, or even working in the land. But where this game truly shines is in its exploration, as this game features 6 distinct regions, all filled with different terrains and creatures, from the tranquil savannas to the eerie forest teeming with creatures like collectibles, and the world itself is massive. And while it's beautiful and inviting, there's a palpable sense of danger too, as enemies lurk in every corner, and sometimes they're a little too eager to pick a fight. However, this game's combat system is the area where it feels a bit underwhelming, as its combat animations are sluggish and the enemies can feel like damage punches, making the fights feel more like a slug than an adventure. Also, the card mechanics can feel awkward and less responsive than it should be, which can make the battles frustrating, and given the game's strong focus on exploration and survival, an improved combat system would make a big difference and would make these encounters more enjoyable. And its visuals are really good, as its hand-drawn oil painting aesthetic gives it a classic storybook look, which suits the fantasy setting perfectly. And this world changes with its seasons, with each area feeling distinct and thoughtfully crafted. And its audio is another standout element, as it has a beautifully haunting soundtrack that perfectly matches the tone of the games. Each track feels intentional, from serene melodies during calm moments to tense, eerie tones at night, all creating an immersive soundtrack that enhances a sense of fantasy. And while this game has a lot to offer, it's not without its technical quirks, as the frame drips are noticeable and tend to interrupt the flow of the game. And there's also a couple of bugs that pull you out of the experience. So, is this an indie title that I can recommend to you indie fans? Well, yeah, for me, this game's a 7 out of 10. It's a fantasy live sim that dares to go deeper and darker than others in the genre. And although it does have some rough edges, like its clunky combat and occasional bugs, for those who enjoy crafting their own adventure in a rich atmospheric world, Mirthwood is a game I can definitely recommend to you. But if you're not a fan of live sims, then this is definitely not a game for you. If you've played it, did you like it? Would you recommend it? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching till the end. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a great day.